Wow, would you look at that? The arrowwood viburnums just popped out overnight. Move, girls. Look at these lovely blooms. No! No! Get down! Stupid dogs. The sun is really reflecting off of all those white blooms all the way down. Let me see if I can get a better angle. Oh yeah, look at that. There's my little planter. It's got a couple of leftover geraniums in it, and I put some bright fuchsia petunias in there. I think they might be rafe petunias, but then I set them on the old stump. Look at that. Aren't they gorgeous? Let's take a look-see back here. This is the garden I recently reworked. The dianthus are settling in nicely. The pink veronica will need deadheading soon, but boy, that's a nice pop of color. And here my red, yeah, it's better down there. My red columbine is getting its second growth of shoots. And there's a sapling I need to dig out. So this is settling in nicely. Sundial says it's just afternoon, after 12 o'clock noon. All of my Stella d'Oro and yellow, daylilies are in bud and popping. I got a couple of these neat little 2.5 foot tall trellises. I've got volunteer clematis that have spropped up here and there, probably seeds from birds. So I got some of these short trellises to have, so that I'd have something to climb on. And here's the beautiful birch tree. It came through the winter, just fabulous. Just fabulous. I love it. And here we have the blue veronica and more dianthus around with a ring of daylilies and some grasses. And here is this big planter I put on this stump. Oh, I need to do some deadheading in there too. It's got this beautiful raspberry colored butterfly bush and some pink and white geraniums, and this raspberry verbena just takes off. It loves the full sun it gets in the afternoon. So that is quite successful. And around the edge we've got my new hydrangeas, and Glory Be, as Joseph says. Look at the buds. Look at the buds on the hydrangeas. This one, and I'm standing in the sun. Move, baby. This one and this one. I do believe these are the quick fire hydrangeas. They're all PGs, so they bloom on new wood. The deer did not nibble on them this winter because I was using a nice deer repellent that works really well. I not only sprayed the hydrangeas and things I know they nibble on, but I sprayed the bejeebers out of the chain link too. And here is Coronation Gold Yarrow. Sorry for all the noise. Neighbor's nasty dog is out again. So, quick look down the row of grasses. Ooh, there's daylilies blooming. There we go. Looks like a couple of them popped yesterday. So I've got my row of variegated grasses interspersed with the daylilies. And here, Sunflower, you're in the way, baby. Here's my pretty little pink flowering dogwood that I planted the other day. It's short yet, but he'll have a new shape. It seems to be doing okay, having been transplanted. So hopefully next year we'll have pink flowers. Over in the birch bed, the catmint is in full bloom. My beautiful miscanthus, the two big ones, are just shooting right up. Oh, that birch tree got tall. Okay, let's come down. So, more Coronation Gold Yarrow. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The pretty little yellow daylilies. I forget the name of them. They're not Stelladoros. They're another type that are supposed to come back. There is my ornamental oregano. I have one at the other end of this bed. And that gets beautiful deep purplish, reddish blooms on it later. More catmint. Hi, what you eating? Here we have the, quit licking my elbow, that's creepy. Here's the regular chives. They've been in bloom a while. They're starting to seed up. And here's a spot of it that I left. Sunflower, you're not helping. Get off of my plant. You're sitting on my blue fescue. You're such a butt. Move. And this Veronica I'm waiting to place yet, because I had apparently put some in last year and forgotten. Do not remember what color they are. So I may need to rearrange a few Veronicas. I've got pink and blue over there that I put in last year. And then this year when I started putting them in, I put them blue down the line of this, blue around the new birch, pink, blue in the next little bed, pink in the next section of the bed, and I've got blue and pink across there. So I have to wait and see what time, when they bloom, and I'm going to trade out the pink ones for some more blue ones I have, and the pink ones will go around the center bed here, right around there. So Lily Mae and Sunflower Ann being beastie girls. Mostly a lot of noise and growling. Grabbing each other, pulling each other's tails, rolling around. Pulling tails, pulling ears. They have a little competition for alpha because Lily was alpha with Jessie. And Jessie was fine with that. Well, Sunny has a little bit of tendency towards alpha too, so there's been some mild competition, but nothing vicious or mean. So a couple of yips from bites a little too hard, but they get along well, they play well together, and they love each other. So yeah, grab that leg, shake it. You know, they trade off on being dominant and submissive in their play, so they just roll around in the grass and just about knock me over. So there's that. Aww. There's poor Miss Raven. She wants to play and the girls are ignoring her. It's a pretty full breed black German Shepherd. Her mom is doing work around where they want to put the pool up. They've been doing a lot of work over there. Got some gardens planted around the front side and down the west side near our house that where they have the egress windows for the kids if they need to get out. Ooh, there's my dappled willows on the patio. They have really taken off. Besides the warm weather, the sun. And here's more dianthus that has really settled in here nicely. I love this one. Don't step on it. So, more catnip. And I have a few dianthus around the bird bath here, but they kind of have gotten covered up with this catnip. But they'll come back. Anyway, oh yeah, I did plant 2 more dappled willows. I had gotten this girl's little cheapy one here for $5. It was a demonstration one at Myers. I'd gotten a couple of them and one croaked, and I planted 2, and that one came up. And I planted something there, but I'll be darned if I can remember what the heck it is, but there was a little growth coming up next to the stump, but who knows, maybe nothing. Anyway, when I was at Lowe's the other day, I did pick up 2 more dappled willows. One here, and one on that side of the visiting pad. And it kind of arcs around, brings the arc of the circle of the grasses around towards the tree. Those will get 5 to 6 foot wide and tall, so someday that will be a real nice screen across here. Running across the back, but I made sure to have plenty of room for the pups to run behind. Aw, kissy face! They love each other. They absolutely adore each other. Hi, Miss Raven. You're on video, pretty girl. Anyway, I gotta get to work. It's quite warm out here. Well, here's the shot of the patio. I put in these crotons for something different, and they love it out here. They love the full sun. And they had more yellow in them. See, they start out yellowish, but the bright sun has brought in the colors, and it goes lovely with this striated million bells right here from Proven Winners. So settling in nicely. Need to do a little deadheading on the African daisies. Everything's doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. Yes. Okay. I have to go and get to work. I love y'all. Bye-bye.